Fair to say, episode 6, we are back in the building, y'all. Finally, for the first
Hennessy.
time. I was gonna say finally for the first time, nobody hijacked my intro. However, 6 can't stay out of the intro of the 6th episode.
I think that was intentional. God damn it, 6.
Man, shut the fuck up and make some clips.
Man.
Clip
Get to
that
walk.
clip.
Get to walk.
Stat told me, listen, director Stat told me I should say something because it's the 6th episode. So I was following Stat button.
I said he should pop in camera, but he had a rough night last night. I don't know if everybody saw.
Me, Hennessy.
What happened to him last night?
So yesterday, shout out to Hennessy US for having FMW at their mixer. It is BT weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It's BT weekend, so we've been having to do little pop-outs here and there. So yesterday we had to do one at Hennessy, and it was open Hennessy bar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all was getting messed up.
So,
Oh, yeah.
you know how that goes. And apparently somebody had a rough night. I don't know. I ducked out early. Y'all know I don't drink. So
Hennessy and what? Coke? You did the Hennessy and Coke?
they had like custom drinks.
Hennessy and whatever you wanted me to mix it with.
Okay. It's funny because he young. Hennessy used to be really big probably like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Like when that was like the go-to brown before Douce, before all the high-class cognacs.
That's like, remember
so here
the
you say
video?
you drinking that is funny, bro.
Remember the video where the girl was like, they brought the Hennessy! Ooh, they brought the Hennessy!
Yeah, that used to be the go-to drink.
For sure.
I like, it was a good time though. Shout out to Hennessy once again for having us. But yeah, we're back in the building. Everybody is on 10.
Yeah.
You already know.
The gang's back. I'm back. Everybody's in the building.
Yes,
What's going on, y'all?
I'm feeling good. Actually, today, I bought a present for my boy.
Oh man, this guy.
Because he bought me something the other day, and I actually drank some.
Here we
And
go.
he bought
Return
me
the
some
favor.
today.
Here we go. Let's
I'm
see.
over it.
Let's see,
I'm
y'all.
over it.
It's only right. I guess we got to return the favor. Oh, it's gift wrap.
Because you're a bad bitch.
Oh!
So,
Nigga, what?
you know, look, I got the slashes in the eyebrows for you and
Wait,
shit.
no, you
yeah,
did
yes,
not.
I
You
did.
slashed the eyebrows?
Slashes in
No
the
way. He
eyebrows,
really
man.
slashed the eye. Hey, this fool slashed the eyebrow. Damn, look at that.
You know what I'm saying? You give me bad bitch vibes.
He trying to get creative with it.
So,
Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Look,
Show
hold
it
on.
off.
Let me see.
Go to that.
Look,
Back up a little bit.
Look.
Side by
Okay.
side.
Y'all see? Look, boom. They light skin and everything. Look.
I'm putting them side by side.
Okay, yeah. I like that. My nigga got the bad bitch vibes with the Barbie.
Hey, hold on.
Go ahead, take
He's
that.
trying to do me from. Cause
Yeah.
look, if y'all didn't know last time,
That's cold.
Yeah.
That's cool.
last time I got him a gift. You know what I'm saying? I got him the
So take this, man.
I got
That's
him
for
the
you.
Slim Fast. You know what I mean? So he trying to return the favor, but it's
Yeah.
crazy. You know why? Because I didn't know that Fair to Say brings celebrities on here for the first time. Because
Right.
you guys seen that?
'Cause we
movie?
got G-Lo.
But hold on.
Okay, go
Hold
ahead.
on. You guys seen that movie Planet of the Apes?
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You know what, man?
He don't even need a costume. He
Hey,
just show up. He just show up for Planet of the Apes.
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let's continue to the show.
Hey,
Go ahead and get to the next topic, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate the gift exchange.
Of course,
And the
of course.
camaraderie with
Mark
the
did
comedy.
not die for this.
What?
The ape reference was crazy.
Martin did
The Barbie
not
reference is crazy.
die for this.
What y'all want me to say? Oh, y'all know that movie Juice? Y'all know Steel?
Damn,
Bear.
Still would have been a good one.
Bear.
Still is a good
Bear.
one, though. I'm actually going to do a shake on that one. That is funny.
I'm
My
gonna
man father gotta pay for this shit.
I'm gonna
Still
give you
is a
that
good
one.
one.
I'm gonna give you that
Kitchen.
one, man.
He
Go
had
ahead.
that in the
Hang
cut.
it up at the house for me.
He had that in the cut.
Hey, that at the house.
Yeah, okay.
Crazy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, so let's kick off episode 6 and get right back into it. The big news, I think the big news that everybody should address because it just happened yesterday was Bronny James has been drafted to the Los Angeles
Oh, my
Lakers.
Lord.
With the
Yes, sir.
55th pick.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Second round.
Second round.
I feel like they treated him right though. Like off of the simple fact that everybody keeps saying like, oh, LeBron helped him get in the league and all that. They still treated him accordingly. Like, bro didn't get the first round. He got the second round, the 55th pick.
Yeah.
That's for Crip Mac.
he's not aware just yet.
That's
See,
funny.
we're working.
That's funny.
5'5".
That's funny.
He ain't there going crazy
But
right now.
I mean, I think also too. I mean, the biggest topic, I think the biggest point on this that everybody's adding on is the first father-son duo in the
That's
NBA.
so hard.
For sure.
There has been that father-son aspect in a couple other sports, I believe, back in the 80s and 90s.
It was baseball
Ken
number one. Yeah, Ken Griffey and
Griffey.
his father.
Ken
And then
Griffey.
I also think there was an actual hockey player with his father until I think his father was like 50 something, honestly.
Fire.
And then
I did see a picture. It was like 3 different sports or something like that happened before.
Yeah. So it was baseball, it was hockey, and I'm not too sure the third one. But I know this is the first time officially happening in the NBA. So
Fire.
Is it fair to say that LeBron James is the greatest of all time now that this is the first father and son duo to play in the same game? Because this is iconic since this has never happened before. So it's going to be all eyes on Bronny and his father. So I feel this is game changing.
I think it's tight. Do you really feel like you can make that part of his greatest legacy? Because I feel like it's just really because it happened that they're aged in the same, like, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, but also too, like when you think of
sons.
just the standard of NBA, there's not many NBA players that make it to the age of 40.
That's my
So
point,
even
yeah.
though they're within a 21 or 20 year age gap, it never reached that point because nobody's been able to stay this long with this continuous performance to where it's such a big deal, or even came close, because obviously Michael Jordan, he was never able to make it happen. And
His
whether
sons weren't either.
correct.
Yeah.
They definitely weren't as well. No, see, that's almost not fair to say because they were very well trained as well, but Bron has access to different type of training and trainers to where and it's a social media area where a lot of attention can be put on you more than it was on the Jordan sons. You know, his one son that actually had an opportunity to make it just never even had an opportunity. But that goes to show you the power that LeBron does have beyond just his performance on the court. Because that is a chess move. Yeah. Regardless of it going the second round, 55th pick, he ended up on the Lakers.
No, for sure.
So that's 29 other teams that had 2 shots to take him and didn't. Yeah. Do you think that's communicated amongst the commissioners? Like,
how do you feel though? Because they said supposedly Rich Paul was calling around telling teams like, you bet not.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
So it's a chess move.
Him, he's going to Australia.
He's gonna want to trade. Yeah, he's not gonna stay on the team. He's gonna waste your draft pick. Like, it's chess moves. I feel like.
I think you need to realize this too. This is my perspective. Now, it's one thing for just a regular NBA player, right, to have a son come in the NBA and play with their father, but you have to understand, like, this is the face of the league. That's like, once again, Jordan having a son. Like, if it's any other random, you know what I'm saying, player off the bench, whatever, having their son come in, I don't think it would be as publicized, but we got to realize right now, LeBron is the face of the league. He's compared to Jordan. He's compared, above Kobe. You know, it's crazy. So I think this is why it's getting way more media attention, and also why LeBron has way more pull to be able to be like, you know what, to tell his agent to be like, okay, no other team pick him, because like I said, it would be different if he wasn't the face of the league. This is LeBron James, so he has pull to damn near do anything. So you already knew. I mean, for Miles, I already knew this was going to happen. It was a given.
With how tight, it's just crazy too that they're on the same team. Because you look at it, if it would have been on an opposite team, his son would have to leave his home in Beverly Hills and go move to that city on his own and be out on his own for the first time. You see how tight knit of a family it seems like they are. So the dynamic of, he didn't even leave home for college.
Right.
So like, what makes him think he's gonna go Bron knowing what goes on in the NBA as a rookie, I'm gonna send Bronny out to go play with the Miami Heat or somebody on the East Coast far away from home.
Miami is crazy.
And then like like now you all the way from the crib, you got to learn all this stuff about the NBA on your own. The fact that he's on the same team, it just makes it so much more low key mind blowing as an NBA fan. The fact of like, Bron's gonna wake up in the morning, they're gonna eat breakfast at the crib. Savannah gonna make breakfast for him, they all gonna eat together, and they gonna hop in the whip and drive to the game together and talk about.
Did you see the meme?
I was just about to say that.
The meme about they said they just found out that
LeBron James.
Yeah, that Bron is fucking his teammate's mom.
Yes.
That was hilarious.
And she retweeted
it like, that's cold.
I think that's tight though. I think it's dope. But my only thing is, how long does this last?
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say though, like he been hooping though. Like in the combine, he didn't do bad. He didn't do as bad as he did in college. In college, he was averaging like 4 points,
6 point type shit.
6 points. But in the combine, he did good. He like 13 points.
Well.
Yeah, he had 13 points. I think he went like 5 for 10 or something like that. So he wasn't doing horrible in the combine. He kind of proved himself a little bit. He was taking more shots. He was being more aggressive. He was showing them like, hey, I do deserve to be here.
Right, it's not like a given.
This whole time?
You said what?
I think he
been
was
holding back this whole
I think
time.
he was.
Brown is just like, all right, now go.
Bro,
And they just
I'm so
go
glad
and
you
they
said
get
that.
off on some Splash Brothers shit.
I'm so glad you said it. I
Yeah.
feel like he was trying to probably reserve himself so that teams weren't super interested in him
Exactly.
and he could fall to
makes sense.
55th.
That makes
Because
sense.
there's no way, I wouldn't say no way, but you got the same trainers, the same coaches, the same after treatment. You got everything Bron got, and you should be up to a little bit better than 6 points a game. So I feel like he was like, I'm not gonna show you I'm too offensive yet. I'm gonna play the rest of the game and see and let y'all think like I'm just an all around little low key
You talking
player.
about at the combine?
Just
he's
in
talking
general,
about
college.
But then
and
you got to think about it though.
he
like
had cardiac arrest
he
too.
had
Exactly.
that too. But then you got to think about it. He had it's so many people in the world expecting him to be his dad.
Yeah.
And so people expecting you to be LeBron James.
That's tough.
That's a lot of like pressure on you. Even Deion Sanders went on the show and he was talking about it. He went on I seen an interview. He was talking about it like, I just had to let him know like, just you got to be yourself. Like you feel me? He can't be LeBron James. There will never be another LeBron James.
Yeah,
so you got to
that's
just
a big light to step in.
Exactly. So I think him going to this team with his dad is going to be a good thing. I think they're going to polish him up. I think players like AD, LeBron, even Austin Reeves. I feel like players like that are going to shape him up and make him better overall.
Yeah.
With the fit, the unit, and then too, you're getting game to game coaching from the greatest to ever do it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not only is that your dad, so you get game outside it. Now you're going to be able to. Yep, I said it. You're going to be able to analyze. You're going to be able to analyze the
was
game
intense.
with him on the road.
And they got JJ Redick as the coach right now.
Yeah,
As the head coach now.
That's going to be a major factor. But I feel too also from what I was thinking, I think now this is going to amp LeBron up more because you have to understand that he's played with his son his entire life.
Right.
He's the one that taught him the game of basketball. So you have to understand if you put that dynamic on an actual NBA court, I think number one it's going to hype LeBron up. Number two, I think there's going to be a different kind of chemistry that has never been seen before on the NBA court. Because like I said, LeBron James is the one that actually trained his son up. So who knows what they got in their back pocket together, just what they be doing in their backyard. So you got to look at that aspect. And then I also feel too, I feel that LeBron James' son wasn't holding back in the combine because, like I said, at the end of the day, I just feel that he knew he was going to the Lakers, so I don't think
not the combine. He he showed out.
Let me take that back. I feel like in college too, because you have to understand, number one, we got to give him respect. He did come back from cardiac arrest, but then you have to realize that the college system is way different than the NBA system. So the college, a college team, right, doesn't care if you're LeBron James' son. They're gonna have their program no matter what. They're gonna discipline you. They're gonna make sure, like, you know what, there's no favoritism. So that's just how the college structure is. And the college game is a different kind of pace. So when you get into the NBA, I think the NBA is more kind of self-centered superstar. So I think now LeBron James' son is gonna let it all loose. I think he's gonna have more freedom, more leeway.
Facts.
Like I said, being on the team that his actual father is on, and JJ Redick being the coach, who is a close friend of LeBron, I think they're going to give more leeway for LeBron James' son to do his thing. And especially, like you said, this is actual NBA training. So this is going to be a whole nother kind of training
different dynamic
for
of what
Bronny.
he's doing. Just lastly, quick question to you as a woman, like Savannah.
Yeah.
In your mind, if you put yourself in her shoes, is this a good thing? Do you want Bronny, do you want your son to get away from the nest? Or do you want him to stay right under home, right with dad, and learn everything, go on the road with your dad and everything right from the beginning?
Right there. I think that's one of the things that, like, as, I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to get a little deep. As black people, as African Americans, I think that it's so important that we're finally getting to this place where, like, we got a lot more dads that are being a lot
Present.
more active.
Right.
And so I know that them specifically, that family structure is so crazy because it's like they beat the fucking odds, bro. Like Bron beat the I'm not finna go get a white woman when I hit the league. They've been
high
together
school sweetheart.
since high school. They stayed together. There's never been no crazy controversy.
Ever.
They have the perfect little, standard, I mean, not industry, societal standard nuclear family. They got the boys with the baby girl, and she's thriving. They're thriving. Savannah's a stay-at-home wife. She ain't never had to lift a finger in this bitch. So as far as that's concerned, by all means, yes, keep that going. Because it's like when you look at other cultures, we as like African Americans are one of the only cultures that's really like once you hit 18 you got cut.
Right.
Sure.
Like a lot of other cultures are like,
out the
no,
nest.
stay here until you figure it out. You can always come back home
Right.
if you need to. You can stay here and work as long as you have a job. Like they do all that stuff. So it's like with this, I think this is just like that on a larger scale.
Right.
Where it's like, you know, he's probably not going to be living at home. He probably has his own little spot. Somewhere.
Back house.
Yeah.
He in the
or,
back house.
Or condo.
All Will Smith edition.
Condo. He could be downtown LA in one of these high rises for real. You not far from home.
You wouldn't mind as a mother for him to get out the nest, but you're glad he's in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can still keep an eye on him, and then especially knowing what this industry, I guess, because the sports industry has to offer your rookie son
On the road.
like you are at the exact same time as your son is getting drafted to be running around with his dad, chaperoning all his bullshit.
Boy, they gonna be shooting.
At the
They
exact
shot
time
at
on the
Bronny.
other side, you got the Jalen Greens and the Dreas. So it's like you looking at what it could be if he was just out here winging it.
Yeah.
As a
Versus
mother, that's a for
if
sure.
your daddy is like, hey boy, not them ones. Come over here.
But also,
Right.
also, Bron a vet in the game where
Big
away
vet.
games don't really count. What do you do as Bronny? You see your dad walking away with little thing from
But
the
that's
club.
why you hear what I just said. You hear what I just said? That's why I said his daddy would snatch him up and be like, not them.
But
Come
then-
over here
but
because we've been
Bronny,
doing this. We got NDAs.
Right.
We got
This is how- this the right way to
That's
do it.
Taking
Bronny's
the phone in
mom.
the
That's
plastic
Bronny's
bag.
mom that he's cheating on. So
And
now
I
he's seeing it
feel that.
firsthand.
But do you feel
Damn.
like,
But
in
you
all
don't-
honesty, after all these
That's a
years,
cold
they've
narrative.
never seen
That
their
is.
I'm not
daddy
jumping in that one.
do
Yeah,
nothing?
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know. I think this would be a real telltale moment though to find out really like.
I'm sure Bron might have been doing his little 1-2 on the road all
I
these
don't
past
think- and
20 some
that's-
years.
Yeah, and that's why I
But
said, I don't
Savannah
think
may
that
know.
it's-
You
and
know what I
don't
mean? This
think
could
that
be a
it's
cold
never
little.
happened. I think that niggas just know how the right niggas cover their tracks.
So so it's fair to say him being with Bronny, he's gonna teach him the ropes not only on the court but off the court,
for sure.
and then be the proper influence that not only is gonna help him develop as an athlete but as a man going through being a prime attention athlete. He already got a Nike ad. You know what I'm saying? So Rich Paul on his game. If you get a Nike ad, same thing Bron did. He had a shoe deal. So I'm sure he gonna get a shoe deal. So all this stuff given to you at 19 can really blow your head up.
Yeah, for sure. And
so to
especially-
stay home is great.
And especially him being in LA, because one thing to go to a different kind of NBA team, but you being on the Lakers and being in LA, you're gonna get so many endorsement deals. You're gonna get so much stuff on top of this being the
Bitches.
first. Yeah, on top of this being
Exactly.
the first father-son duo. So who knows what's gonna come? But it's just crazy because has LeBron even ever got caught up in any kind of controversy at all?
But that's the
what I'm
thing.
saying.
Not proven.
literally
There's
at
always a
all.
little rumor once in a blue moon, but nothing's ever been proven, shown,
Yeah.
TMZ, camera footage,
He just be
scandal.
friendly. It be
But I
little
don't
shit.
think that he gonna do that type of stuff now. Like I believe he probably did that when he first came into the NBA.
He retired from that, not the NBA.
Not exactly. He retired
Yeah, I'm gonna
from
retire
that.
at 40
Yeah, look
from
at
the
that.
bitches.
Look at y'all, look at y'all shaming
I'm still
LeBron.
hooping.
How are y'all shaming the king? Y'all don't know this. Look at
Bro,
y'all.
this is all
Kobe
cold
did it.
narrative.
Shaq did it.
But that's what I'm saying.
There will be,
But
there
that's
will be,
why Bron is different to her point.
So
Okay.
let me switch real quick.
there will be
'cause
no
I'm-
Kobe slander.
I want to stay here for a second because this is a good topic. As men, we gonna get all the way off the Brown shit.
Okay.
I'm curious about this. Do you ever? Is there a point in your life where you just grow up and you get over the circus? Do y'all grow up and just be like, you know what? I can't keep juggling all these bitches, bro. They getting on my nerves. Like, I just wanna.
As a matter of fact, yeah, like I did what I did. I did my dirt for sure. But I think like me being like going on tour like with certain rappers and doing certain things, I feel like I've gotten all out of my system.
Oh, nigga, shut up. You 25.
Bro, I'm
nigga.
25. I'm 25, but I'm 25, but I'm about to get married, bro.
But you ain't. Well, I'm saying that's dope. That's a
I'm
congratulations.
done.
But you ain't got it out your
But
system.
that's
That
a
wasn't a
good
tough
point.
time to settle down.
But look,
But everybody's different.
It's good. I'm not
are
shading
you?
it.
Who are you to say that he just hadn't got his fill of it?
I say, look, the reason why I say it's like, I say every female, like, okay, so all the females a nigga going for what? Big booties, big titties, you know, hella yamage in the back. And you know what I'm saying? You know,
Fair to say.
but now it's like, I'm in a relationship. I'm happy with my girl, and she looked like all them girls that I'm going for. You feel me? The BBLs and all that shit.
So you feel like you found it, you comfortable with just everything that you've been looking for. You found it in one that gives you everything. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not going to shame that. We're talking about
as a woman, as her being the woman's cooking, motivating me, making sure that I'm on my shit, me making, you know what I'm saying, a household, the baby, the everything. I have that all in one. This, you know, our personal life, you know, all that. So I don't feel that I have to go out and look for that, which is probably how LeBron James feel. Like, man, I got the bag, I got the, you know, I got everything.
Yeah,
so why
go
do
out
I need
and
to
ruin
go?
it?
You know, exactly. So to defend LeBron, I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think he has or ever had to, because he's being fulfilled at home. And Savannah's not a lazy woman. She's not just a stay at home. She has businesses.
She a bad one
has
too.
Everything. She takes care of the kids. So it's like, why would I want to go out and do those things? He already had the scandal with his mama with Delonte West. Yeah. He don't need no more scandals.
Right. Yeah. And Savannah for sure is playing her role, because I don't know if y'all seen that clip where she was sitting in the on the bleachers and like she was saying what's up to all the films, but like when the niggas walked by, she didn't say shit. She was looking forward, like didn't say nothing. So she know damn well she is not trying to fuck up what she got with LeBron. But to touch on your point, I feel you can't generalize every male in the same category, because from my perspective, from what I've seen, I think it just depends on the person, because some niggas chase pussy, some niggas chase money. You know what I'm saying? So I think it depends on what you went through in your life, because me personally, I'd rather chase the bag any day. Give me the money. Fuck pussy, homie. Where's the money at? I don't give two shits about what's going on. And that's just me coming from growing up in the struggle. You know, having no kind of food to eat. You know, drinking 50-cent soda is Lil Debbie. So by me growing up with that kind of upbringing, that makes me focus on the money. And then I also feel that some dudes may want a relationship and they may have like a high school sweetheart to where it's like, you know, this is the love of their life and they don't want to deal with anybody. And then some niggas just want to be pure players and then they get tired of it. Some people may have been in a situation to where they had somebody they love, they got greedy off the strength of the physical, and then they lost the one that they love. So now mentally it's like they don't never want to do that again. So I think it just depends on the individual. So I don't think you can generalize every guy.
When you in hustle mode, you fasting off bitches.
Yeah, for sure. Right. That's me. Hell yeah.
What's the longest?
What do you mean in terms of what?
What's the longest you? What's the longest?
She's saying how long you was chasing the money and said fuck bitches.
30-day run, 60-day run, 90-day run.
More than that. I would say I've been celibate for a cool minute just off the strength of hustle, money, all that, you know, and that's just being real. Like at the end of the day, like I said, some niggas chase pussy, some niggas chase money. I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I'll be real with you, like I'll be in the club. I've been in the club like maybe like a few months back with the homies off the strength of just like performing and then being in there. And sometimes I just get so irritated. I'm like, yeah, there may be the baddest bitches in there, but my mind clicks like I could be making some money right now. Like, well, if I'm at the club, am I here to make money and perform or host? That's why I'm like, that's just my mentality. That's why I get irritated being in clubs. So I'm like, I could be making money right now. Why am I even wasting my time being with these motherfuckers?
That's a fair point. I think everybody goes through their course of life and has their things that they're attracted to or become priority. But I think like what you were saying, as a man, whether you're young or not, trying to find something different to fulfill what you're missing, and each individual woman becomes old. Like having to learn, you know, how old you are, what college you went to, what's your mom's name, over and over and over. And then also too, like the sex aspect, you know, once you do that, if your sex is good or if whatever the case may be, you got those ties to these women that now can cause issues and problems. And I think it just becomes old. And once you find something that's fulfilling like he did, that gives you everything beyond the physical and the sex that most men normally chase when you're looking for a girl, you go, most men, we go for the physical first. Like you don't get to know somebody for real unless you sit down and talk to him, and you're not gonna sit down and talk to him unless you're attracted to him most of the time. So it takes more as a man to like, you know, to get into that. So it just gets old. And then once you find that woman that gives everything else, like all the extra ass and pussy, if you've had enough, just becomes excess.
Okay, made it up.
Become the same.
Made it up.
You young, nigga.
Made it up.
Look.
Get that fat on that.
Y'all niggas spent the last 15 minutes lying.
That's
y'all
let me touch on this last subject.
Y'all niggas lied for 15 minutes.
I'm like, what the fuck is these niggas mean?
No, there's a such thing as too much.
This nigga said he got on a 90-day run.
You saying there's such thing as too much
when
pussy.
your number get up to where mine is, you gonna get burnt out too.
Lazar talk about some.
You gonna get burnt out.
Check it out though, Stat.
No, I ain't say I hate bitches. I don't know what he was saying.
I love females. I love females, but
I just get burnt out, bro. Pussy ends up being the same thing when the lights off. That shit get old, nigga.
But I'm gonna say this though.
Same thing when the lights out is crazy.
This shit get old.
And
Especially, nigga, when your list get up there, bro. I'm telling you, when your list get up there and you realize it ain't really what all it is.
Oh my God,
What you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say to touch on this last part of the LeBron subject. I was gonna say if you ever see LeBron, nigga never out by himself. He always with his girl, clubs, parties, everywhere. Shit, I be doing the same thing. So
yeah, when you find that one, I think settling down is
sure.
what you do.
In reality, there's away games where Savannah is not there, and it don't matter how strong.
Six want to paint this narrative on Bron so bad.
I'm not letting.
No, we can't let no LeBron slander will be tolerated.
It's not directed towards LeBron. I'm just saying, as a man, it don't matter how good your woman is.
Right.
It could be that day where you just had to get your shit off. And she just looking right. As much as you love your girl, shit, nigga like me, I'm on that.
But look,
if you feel like you get away with it, it's possible.
You supposed to go to the crib. You supposed to lock the door. You supposed to close the curtains, turn that light off, go to the private browser in your phone.
And you want your man to just whack it off on 44 road games.
Absolutely. And if you if we really getting spunky, nigga, call me. The fuck?
Throw
it on the
Treat
face
me like I'm 911.
Hey, check this out. What Jody saying, baby boy? I don't love them bitches. I just fuck them bitches, but I love you, Yvette.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that shit's stupid.
That's why he got punked by Snoop and Eastside. Fuck that.
But Ella, you being a female though, before we close on this topic, so what about from the female's perspective? Come on, man. What's up?
Phrase the question.
So the question that you asked us, I'm just like, I'm a female saying, go ahead and talk. So what you asked us about males, how does that, see, look, she already laughed. Look, I got a nervous look. Answer right. Look at her. Look, that's how you know she, red flag. Automatic red flag.
I'm laughing because I made you ask the question all over again because I'm an asshole.
Okay, so from a female perspective, what you asked us, how does that apply for what you think?
I think females are already like, we want to be up under a nigga. Like, that's our whole mind. Like, from birth, we're bred. Like, even when you think about it, from, like, kindergarten, we want to play house. Like, our whole thing is, you be the mommy, I be the daddy. Like, or
raise a baby and all that. Get a house.
So,
that sound good.
All of us, on some real shit.
Nah, that's true, though. It is true.
On some real shit.
That's the American standard for most
9
part.
out of 10, you meet a bitch that's going through her little whole phase or whatever. It's because
the whole phase is between 18 and 23.
Somebody dogged her, and her feelings is hurt, and she's running around trying to make herself feel better.
And I respect you keeping it real, because that's what I was going to say. I know a lot of females have said they went.
I'm never going to sugarcoat that at all. There's definitely the whole one bad apple spoils it for the bunch with the women. Because we want to sit on our high horse and be like, we don't do that, we don't do this. No, some of us do.
Oh, yeah.
Some of us do fuck it off for a lot of men, and then we fuck a man off, and now he outside sniping because his feelings are hurt, because his first love, told him something he didn't want to hear.
Exactly.
Or whatever. Right. But with the girls, I think we're more prone to, we're relationshipers for the most part.
At the core.
Yeah, like that's where it's in our physical makeup to be.
Because y'all can go without sex, and it's more of an emotional connection, and it's for you. It's for y'all. It's normal.
Yeah,
like y'all ain't getting it unless we have an emotional bond.
That's a lot of women. Like it's not, and it hit different when there's an emotional bond.
It do though. For
so
sure.
It's with a lot of women, the getting the nut off doesn't really exist. That's why women have so many toys and shit. Because we're not gonna necessarily go find a nigga. As opposed to, I'ma just
get it off real quick.
Night.
I knew you were gonna say the rose. Why the rose?
She said the rose all the time, so it's safe to say that she got the rose.
I don't say rose.
Yeah, I've heard of
Ella likes the rose.
Nah, for sure. Because I know when I went with my girl, she for sure made me take her on a date and all that. I ain't even
had to work for it, so it felt different.
Yeah. When I hit it did feel different. Yeah, it hit different.
So I salute to you being 25 and doing that, though. That's a lot of respect.
And that's from you guys' connection that y'all built during that courting process. Like that's why it's different, and that's another thing about why you now feel that way.
For sure,
you feel that way because you took that effort to get to know that woman, and now you're getting all of that woman. Yeah, and she's giving.
When did you settle down? How old you were?
I'm 25, bro. So shit.
When you feel like this was officially it?
Yeah, I was like, I turned 25, and I'm like, okay, let me.
You better than me.
I just got off tour with the nigga Ralphie the Plug, so I'm like, okay.
You seen some shit, you already know what's out there.
Yeah, you feel me? Boom, I seen the little chocolate piece, so I'm like, oh,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I talked to her. Boom, we went to the Soul Food Shack.
Yeah, shout out little sis.
Yeah. So fair to say that with all that being said, that everything can change with once you evolve into an adult and get on the road and get out with your father to the point where
that was crazy.
What?
When you get out on the road, it was just the way you said it. When you get on the road with your father.
Yeah, because you have all these temptations, you know what I'm saying? You have all this stuff that we just spoke on that can lead you to make a lot of mistakes. So it's fair to say that Bronny coming to LA with his dad is a great move.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's fair to say
Man, I feel like we was on ESPN right now. You feel me?
No, that's good though. It's good though. Everybody to have a female take on a type of sports topic is amazing because that's the side that we don't always get to touch on as men when we debate it in the barbershop.
Fair to say Sports Center brought to you,
you know
by
what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was
Ace.
actually one of our is it fair to say tweets that we got. I don't remember the guy's name. I apologize. It's no longer up. But shout out to you for bringing that conversation up and letting us divulge into it. We have one more from the is it fair to say topic on Twitter. It comes from Jordan Down C. Loke.
Damn.
Gang bang out Twitter. Jordan Down.
I gotta make sure it's in my name.
Jordan
you don't
Down.
know. Shout out to you. Is it fair to say the tipping culture is burnt out? Places expect a 25% tip. And like, you know, do y'all tip? And then what do you do when they ask for tip when there's no real customer service? Like, how y'all feel on tipping?
Honestly, me and my girlfriend, we had just went out to Cheesecake because she loves Cheesecake Factory. We went to Cheesecake Factory.
Shout out Cheesecake
and
Factory.
We was there and they was just rude. We was up the one over there and I think over there by the house, like Anaheim area type. And they was like real rude and like not rude as in like, but see the thing is with me as I just don't like when like servers like don't come back to you.
Not attentive.
Yeah, like why you leaving me over here for 30 minutes, bro?
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't really feeling that. And then on top of that, they give us the food. I like my burger well done. So if I say that in the order, I want it to be well done. You know what I'm saying? And then I told her like, hey, this not well done. My girl's steak wasn't well done, or like how she likes it. So we like sending it back. But as we sending it back, she got an attitude about why she's like why you got an attitude and
it's not even your food.
You know
it's
how
like, God
you know how
damn.
they got the like right there where the like hash register is and everything where they like go over there and put the order in and everything.
Yeah.
So she went right there, but as I hear her over there, I hear her talking with her employees, with her coworkers, like, oh man, I sent this shit back 2 times. Like, hold on, you back there talking shit, and you like we can't hear you. Like I'm telling you, like we.
So
right
what was
here.
your tip?
Nothing.
You tip zero.
Zero. I'm not tipping you nothing.
That.
So it's service based, right?
I'm not. Only because she didn't do us how I want it to be done at a restaurant. Like you supposed to have customer service. You're supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to attend to the customer and make us feel like, boom, we like being here and we, you know what I'm saying? I ended up staying. And then we got another server there, right? We got another server because I'm like, hey, I talked to the manager like, look,
asked
we
for
don't
another server.
Yeah, man,
so I see why you didn't tip.
I didn't tip the whole restaurant. I would have tipped the other, and it's fucked up because the next server we got, she was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But you didn't feel the need to take care of her in the sake of tipping culture? She stepped in and made you feel welcome?
That's why I'm getting to my point.
Oh, okay.
I didn't tip the girl. That's why I made her feel fucked up because I ended up tipping the lady.
Oh, the original waiter. Got you.
Yeah. Okay. Not the original waiter. She didn't get shit.
Facts.
But the next lady definitely, and we still got our food for free. They still gave us the food for free.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not the type of guy that want to go out and just get my stuff free. So that meal that we would have paid $25, $30 for, gave it to the lady. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even have to pay for our food, but she was still cool as fuck.
Right, I got you.
And got our shit right.
Right.
So
with the way you feel on tipping, if the original lady would have been good, she would have got a good tip.
She would have got a good tip.
What's a good tip to you on a cheesecake meal?
Cheesecake.
What was the total?
It was supposed to come up to like 84.
So what would you have tipped on that if the service was A1 from the beginning?
If it was A1,
you a young nigga, so I'm curious to know what a 25-year-old go tip.
I'm gonna go ahead and cause sometimes my girl will pay for the food and I'll tip, and sometimes I'll pay for the food and she'll tip. So I think a good tip is like anywhere, if they do really good, anywhere from 10 to a dub.
Yeah, for sure.
Anywhere from 10 to a dub.
Does that depend on the total of the bill? Because they say they list at the bottom little gratuity and percentages that you're supposed to do. But do you tip are you like one of those people, do you tip based off of service or the total? You know what I'm saying? What about you? Like, what do you tip off of?
I mean, I'm kind of in the middle because when it comes to me, number one, I think it feels like it could be how generous I'm feeling because at the end of the day, it's like if I'm in a good mood, I'm gonna for sure show you love and tip you regardless. You know. But then again, on the flip side, I just don't understand. And from my and I've always had this debate. It's like, why do they force people to tip? This is your job. You need to get paid regardless. So why am I paying extra money for you when this is what you're getting paid for? Why do I got to come out of the pocket? And why do people have to tip when this is what you guys are here to work for? It's like that makes no sense. And then it's like, why are they forcing people to even tip? And then another thing that gets me mad is, say if I make a to-go order, right? I make a to-go order on the app. I pull up and pick it up. They still want you to tip. I'm like, what?
But look, I can't agree with
what
that.
are you doing?
I swear to God.
I tip sometimes on the to-go order.
Yeah, I went to the front to pay. They're like, oh, so would you like the tip? I'm like, tip for what? I didn't sit down and eat inside of here. Y'all,
but look how nice the person brings the food to me.
It'll be sometimes
if I give a couple dollars.
So I'll do that sometimes. Because sometimes I'll walk in. And I'll just see like they going through it.
Okay.
Like it'll be like a busy ass day or something, and they'll be like, "We'll be right with you. We're so sorry." And I'll be like, "No, it's good." And then I'll throw them a little something and be like, "You know what? Y'all working hard."
Yeah.
You know
nothing like you're sitting down eating, but like if the total is like a $17 pickup, I'm gonna round up to 20.
Okay, I get that.
You know what I mean? Like the person brings it to me, you want some extra sauce, you got napkins. If you like extra, it depends. If it's a human though,
$3.
$3 is great.
No,
I can read for $3.
Let me.
I'm an even numbers nigga. I like to just round it up.
I'm gonna get with you right now, Steph.
But I'm gonna round it up and still be cool. Like I'm a 13 them at least, so they get a little something.
Not $3. That's a half a gallon of gas.
Hey,
You ain't
come
got
on.
$3.
Today's times.
Crazy.
I'm gonna say it like this because I actually used to work at a restaurant, bro.
That's
I was a busser.
exactly what I was finna ask. Have
that's
you
my
ever
first
worked
job.
in service?
Never.
That's why you don't understand.
That's why you feel like that.
You don't get
No,
it.
bro.
That's why you feel like that. Because my first job was a busser and a dishwasher.
Yeah,
So I understood
my
the
first
extra
job.
on your pay is like, thank you. You appreciate what I'm doing. Even though it's my job, I'm washing up your nasty silverware. I'm picking up your nasty table.
And I understand the difference between a cash tip versus leaving a tip on the card.
Facts.
I understand. I will sit you down. Like, okay, so I'm really big on tipping. I'm really big on tipping.
We love her in the food.
Like I will go pull somebody to the side and have a full conversation with them and give them $100
on my mama.
Okay.
Like that's how I am. Like sometimes I'm a reader of energy and like spirit. Sometimes I'll be sitting there and it'll just be somebody that just touched my heart and I'll be like, you know what? I want to make their day. Like I want them to go home and be like, damn, this day was crazy, but that was kind of tight that happened because they did that for me.
Right.
And so I've always like made it a point to be like, okay, I knew how it felt when I was doing certain things too. Because I've never worked in like the restaurant industry, but I used to work, I worked at Nike, and at Nike, they make you, like if you're at a corporate store and like somebody comes in, because I used to work at Nike San Francisco, which was like a huge tourist hub, and they'll tell you straight up, like a lot of the people that come in are like foreigners, they're visiting, they're touring, and they're not used to America where we don't like put your shoes on for you. So if they sit down and they tell you like, you gotta put the shoe on.
Damn.
Like I done had ladies that's come in, like they done brought an old ass granny in and was like, we had to stop and get her a walking shoe because her foot started bleeding. Can you put her shoe on? And I'm like, nigga.
Is
like,
there tips involved with that? Is that what you're saying?
No commission, no tips, no nothing.
Yes.
So
That's above and beyond.
Exactly. So for me, on the flip of that, I worked in an industry where I had to do service shit, but was never compensated in that way.
I can feel why you feel like that.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and show some love to this person this day. And so I get that. If you haven't done it, it's not something that you understand. But yeah, I'm gonna always ask, and I'm gonna pull them to the side and be like, hey, do they do that group tip shit here? Because that's another big one.
Like team or
Starbucks
company.
does
They
that.
do tip share is what it's called.
Starbucks does that.
Yes,
You
and
get tipped
that's
as a
why-
store.
Yeah.
So they
have
take
all
all
that.
the tip jars and they add it up, and everybody gets a portion of it in their check later on.
That's how mine was too.
Are
Like
you,
they
more,
used to.
are you more inclined to tip in a jar or on your bill? I don't think I ever really tip in a jar.
Tip in a
I tipped
jar.
in a jar.
I took in the jar.
Oh, that's rare.
What's
That's
the
the
biggest
extra
tip?
change that you get
Yeah.
back? Okay, so
Yeah.
that's how y'all do it. I do it on the card. Y'all give y'all change that you get back and drop it in the tip jar.
Yeah, just whichever one. If I'm paying with cash,
It just feels so petty. I look and it be like $6, and I'd be like,
Nah, but
put
look,
in $1.
see,
Like,
Yeah.
when I used to work at a place called Pier Burger on Santa Monica Pier, And when I used to work there, they used to like just had a little tip jar, but at the end they'll split it. So say if it's like $200, now it's like 6 employees. That'd be cool. They give it to us every Friday with our checks. So now you getting an extra $50, $40. Not that many people on the crew. That's cool. That make you feel better. Like, damn, all right, now I'll come into work. I'll do the extra service. I'll do this.
Yeah, be a little nicer.
What's the biggest tip you ever got?
Pause.
When you was pause, I was gonna say I didn't know if I was gonna say.
I've never gotten a big tip,
bro. What's the biggest amount of a tip that you've got in the food service world? Pause.
There you go.
Well rephrased. I think probably maybe like this was I was 15. It was my first job. I was still in high school. Maybe like $60. Yeah. Like it was just like cash left or like 320s and some ones, something like that.
Funny story. When I worked at the Funnel Cake Factory in Santa Monica Pier, I had 2 jobs on there.
You was making everybody snacks.
Yeah, Tiani Taylor.
All over the pier.
Yeah.
Tiani Taylor gave me a $150 tip.
That's tight.
That's tight.
I swear.
Okay, I love it.
I should have
funnel cake?
Yeah, so what, nigga?
What the fuck you put on the funnel cake?
Because I gave her, because boom, we not even supposed to. You supposed to pay extra for the toppings, and they was tripping. Like the supervisor was tripping. He walked off.
You gave it to her.
Well, I gave it. It's Tiani Taylor. I'm not finna what? Here, strawberries, chocolate, whatever you want. I got you. It's good. Boom. I went on my break. She seen me with her security. Boom, tip me. I'm like, ooh.
That's what's up. That's what's up. See, stuff like that goes a long way. Because even though I haven't worked in the food industry, my example is like, one time I was in a restaurant, right, and I seen this female getting grilled by her manager. You can just tell, like I said, like you said, reading energy. Yeah. So I can tell her day was super messed up, you know what? And she wasn't even my server, So just off the strength, when I see stuff like that, I'm like, I don't fuck with that, because it's like you never know what somebody's going through. You never know if they're working for the kids to support their house or whatever the case may be. So when I was done, even though she wasn't my server, I went over to her and I gave her straight up $100. Like, here, I seen what's going on. She was like, she couldn't believe it. She was in disbelief. She was like, you don't understand how much
those
this
videos that you see online.
I be damn near crying with
on my mama.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you 100 and I'll be damn near crying.
A little emotional.
I love you, bye.
Yeah, because that's just me and my kind of heart. Like, I'm for the people. So if I see somebody struggling, and if I see somebody going through something, I'd rather give something out of my pocket to help them out. To make them feel better. I do this all the time, whether it comes to people like that situation, homeless people, like kids selling candy. If I feel they really being legit, that makes me way more happier instead of keeping that money in my pocket.
I done bought a whole box of candy off of you.
Oh, yeah.
I done been like, how many in here left? And how much you selling them for? What you give me for all this? Yeah. And they'll tell me, and I'll be like,
and you negotiate with, teach them some on some negotiations, some percentage shit. Yeah,
that's a good one. Okay, so I forgot. I'm gonna say too. Y'all tip y'all barbers?
Hell yeah, I do.
Y'all tip your barbers?
Shout out my hold on.
Because I had to remember I am in the service industry and my clients tip me. So
that remind me to say, shout out my boy Monteith, man, my barber, man. Shout out to you on Gramercy in Manchester, man. Keep doing your shit, man. Keep doing your shit.
A barber is very important.
So.
When's the last time he did your shit?
Because
nigga, I'm going with
6 on the 6th episode. It's good.
The waves done turned. The waves was cold.
I swear I'm about to go.
Don't shout that nigga out. He ain't gave you no free cut before.
Bro, because he gonna be mad. Like, why you shout me out when my shit ain't cut up right?
You gotta shout him out when your shit is on point.
I want to just go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna just hair check. Everybody hats off.
I'm a little rough.
No, hats off.
Hats off.
Hats off. Cause shout out to my nigga T, man.
I'm a little rough.
Y'all need to go to my boy.
As a barber,
I ate 6 months. Let me see the screen first. Before I even decide to do it. I can't do it yet.
Let me see. No, nigga.
I came fresh out the shower with wet hair like a poodle.
I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. I don't want to hear that.
Wait,
he went all biracial.
Don't you never need another lineup again, though?
I don't ever need another lineup.
Oh.
Ain't that bad.
I had my hair transplant. Oh shit, it look kind of crazy right now. Hey, hold on, but look, I'm a real one though. I ain't took it off in a minute.
Hey, Lazar not moving nowhere close to his hat right now.
I'm close to Lamar. My bad.
Look, thanks for not zooming in, 6. I appreciate it.
If I take my hat off, I'm gonna look like a nigga straight out the projects.
Lazar Ball.
I'm gonna look like a nigga straight out the projects, like I'm straight thugging it.
I'm here for that.
Take the hat off real quick.
Nigga,
I did my one too. I'm wet pool edition.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, because I was about to say I done watched the whole 2 episodes I was gonna see, and I took a tally of every time you said as a LA nigga, take it off.
Yeah, nah, look, I got my.
Oh yeah, he had braids. He had off on the first.
I got braids
off on the first episode.
I like
Yeah, I got braids and shit. So I had to tie the braids.
You just need the lineup.
I had to tie the braids back to put the hat on and shit like that. Now I have it out.
Oh yeah, you ain't burnt out.
I look like fresh out the projects, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't burnt out. You
Nigga
good.
look fresh out of Boondocks episode.
Fresh
Nigga, take your hat off, nigga. Take your hat off.
Hey, they can't see me on camera. It don't benefit nobody.
It was given
I'm the only fucked up one.
Yeah,
no, I'm low key for. I ain't got no fresh cut, but I just had.
It was given.
I just had long hair. I just cut all my braids off, so my hair ain't even trained back. I still got fresh haircut.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah,
but you already made your appointment.
Yeah, I already got my appointment. I'm gonna actually let Illa, we're gonna have to, vlog it up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a nice taper.
But to your point, yes, I tip my barber because at the end of the day, shout out to one of my barbers. I got two, depending on what area I'm in. Shout out to my barber, Els.
Tip your barbers.
Look, shout out to El Space, my nigga Larry, San Bernardino. You know what I mean? Shout out to my nigga Larry.
That a lot of men was like, "What the fuck am I tipping my
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Tip your barber?
But your barber is probably the most important person in your life.
I'm gonna tip him before I tip food.
Hey, the barber is in control of your livelihood to make you look as fresh as fuck. So you want to make sure he's like, oh, this nigga didn't tip me off.
How much more of a tip is gonna make him cut your hair any different?
Exactly.
You really gonna rush a nigga versus a nigga who you know gonna give a tip and you just gonna be extra long?
I might actually like. There might be another part of the service that I usually charge for that I just do for you because you're a good client. Like when I used to work in the shop, there were certain things that she used to make us charge for. So like if you want to get the hot towel, that's an extra charge.
Definitely.
And this is
the
like
razor.
Before it was if you want to get the razor line, that's an extra charge.
Right.
If you want to get the that's an extra charge. Like, but if this is my client that comes every Saturday, first thing Saturday mornings, he hit me with the little $30, $40 for the cut,
and you know it's gonna be like
dub
that
after too. Like, and this for you, sis. Like, you got that. Like, for sure. Yeah.
See, this is why I have a little bit of a.
with that,
go ahead.
but that's the whole point too. $20 on a $30, $40 tip. I mean, on a $30, $40 cut is
that's a 50% tip,
right?
No, for sure.
So that's why it's like that's what I mean when I say like I'm gonna get you the hot towel next week. Like fuck it, she don't have to know.
Even though your actual service doesn't change, you're gonna go a little bit above and beyond for that person.
Yeah, next week I'm gonna just hit you with the hot towel, or I'm gonna razor line you every week because I know you throw me that.
You gonna throw me that tip
exactly.
and you ain't tripping.
It's not like you're not compensating me for my time and my effort. But it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna just get OG right real quick. Like I'm gonna just just get him out.
See, that's what I was gonna ask you. You being a barber, like, does that tip make a difference? Like, say for example, if somebody didn't give you a tip, right, you're edging them up. But for somebody that continuously gives you a tip, does that make you just extra focused? Like, I'm about to give them the mentally. Be real. Do you think that makes you? I gotta know.
The answer is every cut that I do, I'm going to have that focus because that's my name walking out the door.
That's for sure.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. If I'm rushing you and I push you and then you go on the show and you say, shout out to Illa, my barber, and they like, I'm going to her. Yeah. Right. So it's like, that's my name. That's my brand. That's my brand. That's my brand. Like, I have to protect my brand. So even if I'm getting you in and out, that in and out is really just the technicality. So it's like, I may dust you a little faster. Like
do you take into consideration how long you're cutting versus what you get paid? Like you want to make sure you make an X amount of dollars per hour.
For sure.
Yeah. So like if a $30 cut.
When I first went into barber college, my mental was like, okay, look, I want to get to the point where I could do a cut in 15 minutes.
Right.
Because if I'm doing 15-minute cuts, that's 4 cuts an hour. That's $20 a head. That's $80 an hour.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. Boom. Right. So then it's like if you're working 8 hours a day, how much are you making? And mind you, this is my first out of high school. So I'm like, okay, I got to figure out how to make that make sense. Now, fast forward, and I'm grown, and I've been doing this for years. So it's like, in my mind, that's $100 cut.
So I got a follow-up question real quick. I got a follow-up question. Have you seen that video to when that barber was in the barbershop, right? And then I think a celebrity came in and he took the current client out the chair and brought in the actual celebrity. How do you feel? Okay, so basically there was it was Lil Baby, right?
It was somebody like that.
So,
I get what you're saying.
So basically you have a client already in the chair. You're cutting the client up. All of a sudden, a super big celebrity walks through the door. So number one, they're gonna pay you hella money, and number two, this is gonna get you as a barber out there even more. So do you kick out the current client in your chair for this big celebrity because you know of the benefits of what it can do for you?
I've actually had that happen a lot. the one big time I had it happen, it was a Saturday. And, you know, Saturdays at the shop is always crazy. And I got a text like, hey, such and such needs you to come to the, at the time it was the Oracle Arena, because they need to get a cut. And, you know, we suggested you. It's like Oracle a summer Arena. Jam type of situation.
Gotta get here
like,
now.
Pack your box up, you got to cut backstage. And I looked at the bench. Like, I looked over here, and I still saw, like, 2-3 of my clients.
Damn.
And I'm like...
Decisions.
So, I mean, it wasn't a hard decision for me. I talked to the owner of the shop at that time, and I said, would you be okay with me opening... Because I had a key. So, I was like, would you be okay with me opening on a Sunday morning? And they was like, yeah. And I was like, what about late Saturday night? And she was like, yeah, I'm with that. You know,
to
you
get
got
those
the key.
Clients.
So I looked at the 3 that was on the bench, and I told them, I said, I'm going to cut all of y'all for free. I'm not going to charge you. And I'll be back by like 9 p.m.
Right.
And they was just like, shit, say less. Free cut, that's easy. Because it's not fair. And I told them why. And I was like, this person asked to get cut right now, bro. I'm out of here. Like,
it's an important thing.
Yeah, but the thing about doing stuff like that is you still have to make sure you take care of your people.
Exactly.
Like, that's always been my thing. Like, even to this day, which the craziest shit in the world, people say I'm silly for this, but I don't give a fuck. I still have a few clients that I only charge $20 for a cut because they were some of my very first clients.
Yep. Real one.
Very first clients.
Yep.
Like, as of right now, I charge $100 a cut, but there are a few clients.
I gotta take my appointment back. When she no longer has the appointment with me, I was confused. And my point on why I don't tip barbers is almost damn near this reason, because that's fucking outlandish. But unless you pulling up on me, there's no way.
I'm a mobile barber,
but still, that's still sick.
Hey, look, her cut better be an experience.
It is.
You feel me? Hot towel, some coffee, some tea.
But look,
all the enhancements.
But again, that's the same shit I was just telling y'all about my brand.
I feel you.
My name travels before me. So I get referred to a lot of people. There are people that have seen cuts that are like, who cut your hair? And they like, oh, Illa cuts my hair. What's her number? What's her Instagram? Blah, blah, blah. That's why I don't even post my haircuts on Instagram no more.
You're already good.
Yeah,
you're already
good.
You
know what?
I've been doing this for years.
And I respect that. You know why? That means, you know, I got to give you your props too, because for you to have clientele willing to pay you $100, that means you're doing an exceptional job and they can consistently have them. So I definitely got to check you out.
There's not many female barbers, so your barber might be an initiative while you tip.
What?
No, I'm saying, think about it. How rare is it to have a female?
She looking like, what you trying to say? Look,
how rare is it to have a female barber? I was actually just talking to my girl about this. I told her, I said, hey, I think Illa about to give me a cut, and she was like, oh, she's a barber. I'm like, yeah, that's dope. And I'm like, she's like, yeah, female. That's rare to hear females cutting your hair.
What kind of incentive you talking about? What kind of incentive you talking about though? That's what
I'm saying, like, I'm saying, like, you have an attractive woman who is cutting your hair and doing something that normally men do when they touch your hair and shave your face and touch you and rub you with all the little creams. And now you have a nigga, you go to the barbershop, so now you have a woman doing it. It's maybe like, okay, here, thanks, sweetheart, I appreciate it. Here's a little extra dub.
Don't ever say sweetheart.
Why not?
Well,
I'm just saying,
Miss Ma'am, whatever.
Miss Mom.
But look, this is my point on the tipping thing. Like, so I think it's not a bad thing to do it because it's a great service. But I came from, obviously a little older. I came from when haircuts was $10, $12.
No, God, and that's what I'm saying.
15, if that.
I'm
so
of that too,
now barbers like 40.
But look at how the
40
the
for
cut,
20 minutes. I don't even get the top cut. I just get a taper.
Look at how the
nigga,
game
40.
has changed.
I don't get no razor straight up. You don't even cut my beard.
$40.
You have to keep in mind that most barbers are working in a shop, which means they have to pay booth rent. Booth rent could be $200 a week.
Right.
It could be $400 a week, depending on what area you're in, depending on what shop you're at. Some people work off a commission. Like, excuse me, when I first started, I worked off commission. So that's why everything I did, I had to talk to the owner because what I make is what she makes. I'm getting 70, she's getting 30 of whatever my 100% is. So if I'm saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give this person a free cut, she like, the fuck you ain't.
I need for that person that came in, I need my 30%.
Cut walking out the door that I'm not getting. And if you do that 3 times.
Oh yeah.
But if you control all the income, then it's a little bit more ability to maneuver how you charge. But I sometimes, even if it's not a booth, I go to these places where, like my barbershop, I was so mad, bro, because right before the video, the Cypher video shoot, I had just got my hair braided and I had to get my little sides tapered and the back tapered. It was probably like 10 minutes, if that. And so when I left, I'm thinking like, all right, let me just throw him 25. I'm thinking he's going to charge me 20 for the smallest shit. I'm thinking like 10 minutes. So I'm like, not even. I throw him 25, $5 tip, thinking it's going to be $20. Mm-hmm. This nigga damn near chased me out the barber shop like, hey, bro, that's $40. I said, wait, what? I said, I gave you 25. He was like, that's a full cut. I said, it's not a full cut. You lifted 3 braids in the back, nigga, and flicked that fucking hair.
Hey, you know, it's
and gonna come back and tell me 40. I was hot. I gave him his extra $15.
No,
fuck that. He owns the shop. That's some bullshit. I was hot.
He owns the shop. He gotta pay the light bill.
Well, he would no longer get him $40 from me. Fuck that nigga.
It's crazy because I was on tour.
That shit had me hot, nigga. You didn't even, bro. What?
I was on tour and I was Ralphie and them in Atlanta, and they was like they had the little barber nigga. I'm like, all right, boom, I need my cut too, cause you know my job. I've been on tour for 3 weeks. My shit fucked up.
Oh, the tour barber.
He
gonna hit your ass.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, man, let me get a cut. Yeah, Ralphie, tell him I need a cut too. Nigga get done, Ralph. I see Ralphie give him $100. I'm like, oh, that was nice of you, bro. He said, no, that's how much it was. I said, nigga, what? That nigga ain't do shit. He just lined you up, and that was it, nigga.
You wasn't on Ralphie tab. You had to pay your own tab.
I said, hey, bro, how much you gonna charge me for just like a little lineup? You know, just cut this shit off and just a little taper. He said, yeah, but that's $100. I said, huh?
So you know what I'm saying.
I said, bro,
I came from $10.
I said, bro, I got like a 50. He said, bro,
but hold on.
I'm a celebrity barber. Y'all, hey, look, man. For you niggas just out there saying y'all celebrity barbers,
spot for my nigga Donnie.
No, for real, my nigga, stop saying that shit. I don't give a fuck if you cut Obama.
No,
nigga.
that matters, bro.
That does matter.
What? The clientele that they allow you to touch them, pause, matters. Yeah.
Bro,
even like when I comes to like making my art and stuff, when you get it to a certain type of person, it raises your brand and makes people want to fuck with you, like she said, and it puts a highlight on your talent. So you pay for that.
So I'm supposed to give you $100 for spraying my shit? I don't even know what the real hairline.
Depending on who you are. I'm tight on the 100. That's crazy. So 100 is crazy, but if they pull up on you or they're a celebrity barber, they got the clout for it.
I think that the charge a lot of times comes from, well, for me specifically, because I'm a mobile barber, not a celebrity barber. I'm a mobile barber.
That's different.
So
I would pay that.
Is
gas, traffic.
the time, the traffic. Because a lot of times, like I live in LA proper. So like most of my clients are in the valley at the studios.
Oh, that's traffic
at certain
sitting
shit.
like
so
traffic.
It's like if you call me and you like, yeah, I gotta get this cut at 5 because I got a show at 7 or 8, and it's like that's an hour and a half it's gonna take me to get to you. Then it's an hour it probably is gonna take me to get back.
Plus the gas.
If I don't have other cuts, if it's a day I don't have other cuts, like I'll even make exceptions too. Like that's a certain thing. So like same situation, concert cuts, backstage cuts. I'm changing my price.
No, that wasn't. That was at the. No, we pulled up to the fucking barbershop.
50% upcharge.
That was. See, I like my barber because I pull up, I get a nigga $30, and he cut me, smoke with me, and give me great talks.
Yeah, I feel like
all in one.
Once you in the shop, prices should never be the same as out of the shop prices. I feel like you have to also kind of just like adjust to the situation. Like I've done that, so like where I'll have like some of my regulars are like artists. So like if they hit me and they're like, hey, I need you to come to the arena to cut me, and I'm set up, and after that I get 8 other niggas that are like, hey, you got time, sis? You got time? You can get me?
I'm gonna run it up.
I might not even charge the nigga that told me to pull up just on GP.
That part.
But these are all things that you don't really get unless you A, done it, B, you're not greedy. Like, cause you don't understand how much more money you gonna make if a nigga run a play like that.
Facts.
Am I gonna take your 100 or am I gonna get 1,000?
For
and
you
throw
shooting them
yours
people
back real quick because you put me in position. You was like, yeah, you can stay right here all night if you want to. Fuck it. Like I'm looking at you like this your green room.
Yeah.
Are you okay with niggas coming in and out? You could have been like, man, fuck these niggas. You pack up and go.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's like, fuck.
You carry
now
equipment.
where do I set up?
Right.
Or I gotta go home now. You know what I'm saying? But if he like, nah, you sis, you good. Tell them niggas, fuck it. They come get cut in here real quick. I know I've been on tour with these niggas for a month. Like, then that's cool because you're helping me. I'ma help you. Fuck it. I'ma do this, and I might not even charge them niggas the full price just on GP because it's so many of them, and I'm already right here.
Right.
I'm already right here. You didn't call me and make me drive this far.
It's all lucky extra at this point.
Right.
More than what you accounted for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's dope. Shout out to Ella and them barber skills.
Ella and them barber skills.
You cut with other females around you?
So when I first
look at this nigga. Look at this.
No, not even on that. I'm just wondering because is it normal? Because I think it's not normal. So is it normal?
Sick fuck.
It's more normal now than it was when I first got out of barber college. The first shop that I worked in. Shout out to Nostalgic Soul in Pinole, California. Shout out to Shelly. That's my mentor. So the day after I got my license, she was like, "Come fuck with it."
She was already cutting too.
And she's like the reason why I cut the way that I do. Like she's a part of this shit and has always been like one of the rawest barbers in Richmond. So it was rare at that time. It was just me and her, really, for real, taking over the whole like East Bay cutting scene. There were a couple of studs. Like, let's be fucking for real. Like, there were a couple of studs that was fucking with it. But for us, like, feminine presenting, and it was harder. It was harder. Like, it was a lot of people that was walking in the shop that was just like, oh, I ain't letting her cut my hair.
You ever dated another barber?
Oh, absolutely.
Cutting in the same shop? Was y'all competing when y'all got back at the crib? Man, my cuts was better than you.
I actually learned a lot from them. I actually learned a lot from them, and they learned a lot from me. From the technical side, like, I'm real good with, like, adjusting clippers and, like, fixing clippers, making the blades hit harder and stuff like that. So I would always, like, make their setups way tighter. Oh, so you come in and then on the flip side, they would like help me with like my tips of actual cutting. So like if he looking at it and he like do this when you do your taper. Like do this when you do your fade. But yeah, no, I dated 2 barbers actually. That's tight. Shout out to both of them. They both got their own shops now too. So that's dope. That actually leads us right into the hot topics. We actually have a hot topic and it's kind of leads us into the same thing. So it says, is the dating scene in this day and age the worst that it's ever been? Dang, I didn't even finish it. The dating Are you scorned, Illa? Yeah, for real. Is it the worst it's ever been, y'all? What y'all think? Lazar, you said you go through times when you don't even be fucking with bitches. So is it because it's just money, or is it because the dating scene burnt out?
Nah, I mean, I ain't dating or nothing like that. But from what I've seen with the homies and shit like that, I feel like it depends on who you're dealing with. Because I know some females have an expectation of where it's like, motherfucker, if you're not taking me to a steakhouse the first date, if you're not doing this, that, and the third, then nah, nigga, you not it. You know? And then on the flip side of things, there's some humble females where it's like, hey, I don't care. We even go out to McDonald's. It's just about me spending the time with you. So I feel like it just really depends on the individual, you know?
I'm going to go ahead and say,
he got out of the paint, so I'm assuming he thinks it's burnt out.
No. It is burnt. It is burnt out, bro. You know how many contestants I had to go through before I got to
contestants is crazy.
Before I got to the winner, nigga, it took a long time, nigga.
Shout out to you. I love you, bitch.
Yeah,
she loving this. She in the cut, loving this. She coming every week. He ain't talking about me, baby.
It took me a long time before I got to it. You feel me? I thought she was gonna hit me with that shit, like the you know, you gotta take me to the steakhouse. Man, we hit the Soul Food Shack on motherfucking I think that's Century and fucking Western. Right. One of them,
a humble one.
You feel me? I ain't had to do too much, so that's what I was comfortable with. I'm like, okay, finally, nice big old booty, dark skin, and she don't want too much. All right, I can do it. Yeah, lock it up.
Okay. Ella, women's perspective, because I feel like on social media and like men get more the flack of being like the shitty end of the relationship. Like it's more our fault than not.
No, I think it's both.
No, on the internet, women's lack of accountability is very high.
Oh no, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm saying my opinion is that it's both men and women.
Okay, because I feel like, but men don't. You don't feel like men get it worse in the state of like, oh, the men dating pool is so trash. These niggas broke. They don't want to pay for nothing.
The men say that's it about stigma. Women too. The men say it about women too, because you got the women that are with the whole I can't go to the Cheesecake Factory, and then you got
my girl love Cheesecake Factory.
I love.
She love that shit.
Why you got it?
But they do all that. Like, oh, if you send me first of all, send me an Uber. Yeah. Make sure it's a black truck. Make sure I'm getting dropped off, picked up.
So the demand is ridiculous.
Yeah, the demand is crazy.
I think that's the difference. Social media has fucked up.
Yeah.
I feel like our opinions of how shit should really be, because everybody, I'm gonna tell you right now, bitch, Bitch, we ain't all the rapper baby mama bitches. Everybody ain't Jada Wade and Ari, so everybody don't
airheaded
get that.
his motherfucker.
Everybody does not get that, Miss Mamas. Like, that's what we not finna get. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you watch these people online and you think that that's what it's supposed to be, but also by that same token, niggas, all these niggas ain't Lil Baby and Moneybagg Yo either.
Right.
So y'all also
But that's not fair. That's not fair even going into the standard dating pool in America.
But that's why I said
so for women to
social
have
media.
this standpoint of like everybody's supposed to be a rapper baller,
But that's
it
why I
fucks
said
it up
social
and
media.
it makes broker men or men with less feel more insecure to even want to talk to y'all. So now it's a deeply rooted thing because y'all are making, I wouldn't say y'all, but women that have that mindset, that have that mindset make men feel less than and more insecure because they can't provide as much or take care of or order that Uber or take you out to eat every week or buy you a bag.
Flip that the other way. And what about the girls who don't have the money to go get the BBL or don't have the money to go get the titties, don't have the money to go get the veneers?
That's different.
Don't have the bag.
That's the physical though.
That's different than a date.
But those are both the
providing and appearing. Providing and appearing is different. How you appear versus what you provide.
But that's the gag. Men are going to. That's what this whole social media shit is. I want to go bag that bitch that looks like that, and in order to bag that bitch, this is what I have to do.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fucked up.
I agree because on your point about social media, I think that fucks up the game on a lot of different things from dating to even appearance wise. Because I think social media gives so much unrealistic like standards and scenarios to where it's like. A lot of people out here are sheep. Just like, for example, you see a bad bitch with the BBL titties, you know, that puts subliminally into the mind of an individual, like, okay, this is how a bad bitch is supposed to look. This is the definition of beauty. Social media has the standard. Yeah, social media has the game fucked up. Then it goes to dating too, because I feel it's so unrealistic to where you got bitches and niggas only posting them going to like Maestros and all these high end. They don't post
the Happy Meal.
And look, exactly. I was gonna say they don't post the realistic kind of pictures of like going to McDonald's, going to Burger King, going to Wendy's. So I think if people started doing that more, then that would kind of balance out that other kind of fake false reality. You know, and these moments sometimes are even the most humbling and better moments to where you can really get to know somebody, and that to me shows how real of a female you are. Okay, what if I really do want to take you to a high-end restaurant, but I want to see how humble you are? So let me take you to, you know, Wendy's first. Let me take you to an In-N-Out and let me see how humble you are, and then I'm surprise you down the line with, okay, you know what? You know, we're not going to tonight. We're going here. You know, you got to see, you know, how the female is. You know.
Yeah. So I think like just with certain women in this world. A man can have a regular. What we gotta start normalizing is it's cool to have a regular job.
Yeah.
It's cool to have a 9 to 5.
Very cool.
Why can't I have a 9 to 5? Women make it seem like, oh, if a nigga working this, I'm not fucking with him. Nigga gotta have this, and that, and that makes us as niggas like, well, okay, fine. Well, shit, if I do all this, then I want my bitch to be this. I want her to be that.
If I'm doing all this, you want to
equal. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can still take trips. You can go out this country. You can still do all that with a 9 to 5. I do it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like you don't have to be super rich and have all this money to satisfy your woman.
Right.
You just
depending on the woman, because some of these women burnt out.
But you still, man, you can have it, bro.
If you're not doing the more than what her ex did, and it's not an emotional connection, chances are she about that motherfucker.
That is true, but bro, I've been out the country and did all types of shit.
I'm not saying nothing wrong with it.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I've done a lot of things these rich niggas is doing with Ally Universal, bro.
Right.
So it's like, you feel me? Like I don't have to. I drove nice cars. I took my girl out to. You feel me? I bought my girl nice purses and did all. You just gotta put in that work, and you know what I'm saying? We just in a world now to where everything is, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Nobody's living. We're in a recession.
Right.
Nigga, gas is $5. Nigga, who really balling?
More than that.
In some places.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So
more
it's
than that.
like we gotta just get to the narrative and get back to reality and real life. To like, you know what I'm saying? You think niggas back in the day was going and big ball, like, niggas was selling dope, but at the end of the day, niggas had regular jobs and did regular careers, and we just gotta normalize that and stop having everybody out here thinking that every nigga could be a rapper.
It's a lot of unfair expectations that are painted out there, and it makes everybody go in on edge, and then you're insecure even when the relationship starts. If a girl comes in and I don't got the ass that I know this nigga normally likes looking at, she's insecure. If you guys go into it with, oh shit, I can't give the money, the type of shit she used to to fucking with athletes and ballers. Now you insecure. Yeah. And it just puts a damper on any potential real relationship that could happen because of these superficial things that we live by now. Like if you in a car and it's not a Benz or BMW, it's like you're not doing it. If you ain't got a design or something, you're not doing it. That's it's a cold way to paint how we living right now.
For sure.
Yeah, I definitely gotta stay away from that though, because man, any female that I sense that kind of energy that comes my way with that, it's like nah, you eventually you automatically not eventually you automatically cut off, you know, because like I said, it's like if you're not humble to hop in the whip that's not a foreign or whatever the case, like what does that show you about your mentality and your mind state? Like, come on, man, you know. So that's why I don't give a fuck how good you look. I'm more about, okay, where's your heart at? Where's your mind? You know, I can have all this one day, I can lose it all. Are you gonna be with me and down for me during this whole struggle? And that right there builds an even super connection, even more. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Illa?
Yes.
No, it's facts though. It's facts though. Sit down.
No, I really do
humble.
though, because that's
Real
like
shit.
that's one of the things that like I've struggled with as a woman, because I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not that at all. And I am very much the, like, I'm going to give you what you give me, like, energy-wise. Yeah. And it just gets to be a little tricky because you get a lot of that, like, it's just, it really is just all social media. It all goes back to social media, because it's like 9 out of 10, it's certain phrases, certain things that you just hear come out of certain people's mouths, and it's like you wouldn't even know how to say that if you didn't hear something. Like when a nigga be like, "Oh, I'm getting my money," like nobody was saying money.
Trend jumping ass.
Yeah, like nobody would say. I don't want to hear the word motion. Like, I don't want to hear none of these extra ass buzzwords, bro. Like,
buzzwords is a good word.
Y'all
these hashtag words.
Yeah, like you guys are just hearing things online and saying these things and adopting these things, and everybody does it. The women do it and the men do it, and it just makes it harder on everybody because it's like then you get somebody who's in a real situation that was, you know, like. You really gotta hold some shit down, and motherfuckers don't even understand how to they don't understand that concept because it's just like, oh, it had to have been the money, it had to have been this, it had to have been that. Maybe I'm just a good bitch.
Right. So,
like maybe I'm just a good bitch that
Yeah.
gave a fuck about a nigga that it just needed a moment. You know what I'm saying? Just needed a second to get it together. It had nothing to do with stay down for the come up or da-da-da-da. Like, no, it's just how would I treat me how, you know, golden rule. Treat others how you want to be treated. But all that is kind of just like out the window a little bit now because of social media, and everybody seems to see things that they think they could attain, and that's just not the case.
So I was going to ask you, from a female's perspective, what do you look for in a man? And on a first date, what does Illa look for from a female perspective?
Is shooting a shot?
No,
Lazar ball. She's shooting a Lazar ball.
I'm just and you know I ain't gonna miss, but I'm just letting you know from a female perspective. What
you say you're not gonna miss?
I thought I was the confident, arrogant, cocky nigga.
You gotta have confidence. There's a difference between confidence and cockiness and arrogance. You know what I mean?
You said you're not gonna miss.
I'm not gonna walk with my head down, but
is that's facts?
I got a blush and sipping on that for no reason.
That's facts. You're not gonna miss.
Check, please. So look, so from a female perspective, just to get another kind of
brothers in the league still.
Leanne, I mean,
Anyway, back to your question. My question's answered. Question.
See, there goes back to that dating pool. What she's looking for.
But from a female perspective, right? Number one, what do you look for in a male? Number two, what do you look for on a first date from a female perspective?
That's a great question. First date, it has to be something that we're gonna be able to speak. So like a lot of people be like, movies. I don't feel like the movies is a good first date because you got to be quiet.
Exactly.
But you can't talk to each other. I don't feel like a loud restaurant is a good first date because you got to, like, it's going to be hard to hear each other. But I do think a restaurant is just like a cool first date. I'm also hella, like, nature oriented. I really, really love, like, I want to go to, like, the beach probably, like the water, and just sit on the sand or something.
Taking notes.
Let's just just vibe. Let's stop at the store. Let's get some snibbles, and then you know, snacks and nibbles, nigga. The fuck?
Come on, make it on game, man.
I ain't never heard of snibble. Look, y'all see you riding for your girl. Like, you get on game, nigga. Yeah. You know what she's talking about.
You know about the snibbles.
Trying to get them cool points.
But nah, you just stop and get some snacks and then chill. Lay out a blanket and just sit and holler. Like, that's the type of stuff I really am into. Like, I want to talk to you first. Then we can start doing all the fun shit when you could, like, run around and go do the, you know. And also, I like when the guy takes me to do things that he likes to do. Like I want
brings you into his world instead of like asking you.
Yeah.
Like, what would you just off rip take us to do if I didn't give you no opinion? What would you take us to do?
Like,
what if you go somewhere you ain't fucking with? Like he take you like, I don't know. You don't fuck with animals. He take you to a petting zoo. I don't know. It's just something that you don't fuck with. What would you do?
Or like, what if it's a banged out hood nigga that take you to his set in the project? Look, she like that lady. She said, she all for that. Take me to the set.
Take me to the set, Zeddy. I want to see how you grew up. I want to see where your people be at. Was that kid? Yeah. I want to see all that.
Hey, she love that shit.
I'm not gonna lie though, bro.
I will. And like a ride, like I had like one of the best. Like I don't even know if you would consider it a date, but it was just like one of the best moments, like a little blip in time, was actually just a nigga taking me through his whole city. Like just
talking about it and shit.
Yeah, just driving me everywhere, showing me things like where he grew up, what he had going on, like little staples in his hood, all the places he grew up.
Shit that meant something to him.
Yeah.
It probably felt good seeing him in that moment. And it's just tight.
Right? Like I love that because one of my, like how you said, as a woman, my big, like, one of my big turn-ons is like whatever it is that makes you you. So like if it's like watching you do like whatever your job is, so like if it's an actor and I'm sitting there watching you act, or if you're a rapper and I'm watching you in the studio or watching you at your show,
element.
Or if you're a hooper and I'm watching you at practice, or if I'm watching you at the game, like your talent, whatever it is that makes you go, I love that. That's the easiest way to just, you gonna get the text as soon as you done, like take me to the crib, it's up, we out of here. That's really what it is. And so like me, I think that's like super dope. Like, I'm not very hard to please, but I think I'm different than a lot.
Hey, you know it's crazy
because my homegirls be like, "Bitch, you tripping."
Hey, you would have went for something that you didn't. Yeah,
it's crazy because when I like, my girl don't like, she don't like doing like crazy shit. We went to the go-kart place in Vegas, this little shit called Grand Prix.
Oh, yeah.
I seen that.
Grand Prix.
That shit fast as a motherfucker with that shit anyways. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't really fucking with it at first. She's like, hold up. You gotta correct him. Correct him. So what?
No, we just laughing because you called it Grand Prix, and I've never heard.
Oh, Prix.
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix, fool.
Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
No, it's called Grand Prix, nigga, off the freeway, nigga.
But it's pronounced Grand Prix.
It's French. It's Grand Prix. It's
Prix.
Why is the accent in it?
It's silent, nigga. Stop looking at him. Look at me. We locked in.
Okay.
It's French. So the X
it's
is
Grand
silent.
Prix.
Yeah.
You never heard like the racing is the Grand Prix.
But I heard him say Grand Prix.
No.
Okay. Fuck you,
you
whatever.
You might be right.
I could be right. I could be
wrong.
I'm wrong.
No, I'm definitely not
You
wrong.
might have thought she was right. What if it's
definitely the Grand Prix.
It's definitely Prix.
He around a bunch
look
of.
it up?
Look.
It's definitely Grand Prix.
Listen, I know that the phrase is Grand Prix, but what if the one that he went to
is called
was the ignorant version?
What if it was nigga red?
The X with no.
Look, because we from LA, right? That's like a nigga going saying either you say rodeo or rodeo.
Rodeo.
Exactly. So it's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Rodeo. Ain't nobody say rodeo.
Don't you know, nigga?
I say rodeo.
You say rodeo. LA niggas.
Ain't nobody outside of LA who say rodeo.
Hold on. He said rodeo road.
Road, like no, we're saying the road, the street name, like
Rodeo Drive.
No, like
off of two different places.
Look, like off of rodeo.
Rodeo Road used to be in the jungle.
So look, so check this out.
That's what I'm talking
you
about.
referring to that.
So if you go to like rodeo in La Cienega, right?
Rodeo.
Some people be like, oh, I'm off for rodeo in La Cienega, but the LA niggas, you know what I'm saying, be like, I'm off for rodeo in La Cienega.
Oh, because it's two different parts.
Watch Obama.
Yeah, so it's Obama now, but I'm just saying when it was.
So we talking about road. He talking about.
Hey man, you taking me off my subject anyway.
Yeah, talking about Grand Prix.
Look, anyway, Grand Prix.
That was y'all that turned it to rodeo and rodeo. I just said it was Grand Prix, nigga.
Grand Prix, we went there and shit. She wasn't
Grand
really.
Prix.
Nigga, I'm gonna fuck. It's Grand Prix.
No, not even no R no more. The R gone. Okay, go ahead. You changed it all the way up.
Taking pictures all day.
I went there and she wasn't really fucking with it at first, but it was something that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't really, and she wanted to go, I think, to the Cheesecake Factory or whatever. I'm like,
I love that.
Yeah, she love the cheese. I don't know why. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Let's go do something fun. You know what I'm saying? She don't like bowling or none of that shit. So, well, she do like bowling, but she didn't want to go bowling that day. So
I'm like, bowl.
I can bowl.
Look at your nails.
I can bowl.
How the hell you gonna bowl with that?
I still bowl with my nails.
How?
So if somebody, a nigga took you on a date for bowling, you wouldn't be like, babe, look.
No.
Oh.
How is that scientifically possible?
That's the gag. Part of having these nails is not ever letting them become a fucking handicap, okay? I do everything with these nails.
Take your card out the ATM?
These nails.
Wait,
got her.
You probably need to. You need
got her. Oh, she got the little tool.
She got the phone. Just
oh no, I got her. I got her. She can't get it out.
Something because I'll be like in my back massage. You be like, yeah. Nah, massage his back. Anyways, but yeah, we went to the.
You gotta use this.
We went to the shit, and it was fun though. It was something that she hadn't done, and she had a great time, and it was something that I wanted to do, and it's something different that she, you know, she hadn't experienced, and I could tell that after the date that we had, she really had fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she did what you said, and we went back to the house.
That's always
all right, my nigga. Grand Picks.
You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, we finna go right. We finna go right into the you stupid moment on that one. God damn. Hey, so with the transition into the segment of you stupid, I know we're gonna get out of the word using segment because y'all can get familiar once we get the pop-ups on the screen, and you know y'all get to engage a little bit more. It'll make a little bit more sense for y'all to follow along. But this is you stupid. We got one. It says woman explains how to get attention from your man.
This is crazy.
And the 5 bullet points are: starve him, call him once a week, reply to his messages late, miss his calls without calling back, always tell him you're busy.
Oh my
and is this true, and how toxic is this fucking statement? This goes back to our dating question. Why do women think making these rules and standards and think it's funny and cute, it puts so much damper on a relationship?
That's crazy.
How stupid is she, Ella? Or it look like you about to agree with her.
Are you one of them?
No.
What's funny then? What you laughing at?
I don't agree with all of them. I'm never finna starve a nigga, bro. Like,
oh,
never finna starve a nigga.
He love the phone topics. Let's get what you want to say.
Oh, bro, cause like, look, when me and my girl first moved together, she cooked everything: lamb chops, spaghetti, like all the shit a nigga like. And it seemed as soon as we got locked in, she started starving a nigga.
Got comfortable.
Don't even trip. I got your back. Don't even trip. I got your back. How long y'all been living together? How long? It matters. How long ago was it when y'all moved in?
It was a little minute ago.
I'm asking. Tell me, because I'm about to pop your bubble.
I can't remember.
Until you have to leave.
Has it been more than a year?
It's close to it.
Close to a year?
Close to it. Yeah.
So when y'all first moved in together, she was cooking and cleaning everything?
Cooking and doing all
How old is your baby?
9 months.
Okay.
So things change.
Y'all
She's
think
saying
her
like
hands is a little full?
she's thinking like she has more responsibility.
Okay,
you can't just DoorDash.
You come second, nigga.
DoorDash. No, because when I start eating out, we need to stop eating out so much. So cook something.
Oh.
Do you cook?
I cook the burgers.
Nigga, you better make her a funnel cake. You done gave Tiana Taylor a funnel cake for free.
I got your back. You was over there making funnel cakes and shit for the bitches.
And giving her extra toppings.
Giving extra toppings
but you
for
ain't.
the bitches.
You making a burger at the crib.
Making peer burgers. But you can't make baby burger.
I do make her burgers.
You can't say babe.
You love my burgers, right? You love my goddamn burgers?
Is that all he can make though? Hell no. You're stupid.
You stupid. She said that shit taste like a shit burger.
Wait, you know what I said?
Damn.
So you been lying this whole time? You don't like when I see
the cameras come on and get real.
Fair to say, we ruined relationships up here.
Hold on. This is real shit. What about when I melt the cheese on a burger? You like that?
You like that?
Okay, good.
You like you ain't getting that shit.
When I melt the cheese, you like that?
No more.
Damn. You know when she had to hesitate and not say it immediately, you know there's a problem with this burger.
But listen. That's why I said that gets a little sticky because now you guys are getting the groove of having a new baby. She's figuring out being a mom. She's trying to be like, and she's trying to be a wife. Like that's a little different. We talking about single. That this woman was saying is just purely like just me and him, and I'm trying to teach him a lesson. Y'all got some bigger fish to fry, but that was crazy.
What you do to get before we get out of here? What do you do to get a man's attention? Is it something? Is it an effort?
Me the fuck.
So when you get dressed, you don't think like, oh, I'm finna get all the eyes tonight. When y'all get dressed and get prepared, y'all don't do it for the men. Y'all do it for yourselves.
I've been illa. Big illa.
So you ain't got to do nothing.
Been illa, aka Ace Girl Cheeks, aka all that.
All right, pop your shit then. Get your moment.
Yeah. I think before we close it out, I think certain females just do that. Probably they think that will like keep the balance in relationship? Because
That's
I think if everything is just 100% fine and cool, I think it gets boring. So I think they like to see their man get angry. They want to see their man miss him. I think also that's where the distance thing comes into play too. My bad, Burger Man. I just think that they just want to spice it up too. Because I know a lot of females too from homies that are in relationships. They just do toxic shit for no reason, just to make the man feel okay. So he does. Am I right? So he does care about me.
We got a homie like that. That just I'm not gonna say it, but he says it often. That's his whole shit. When shit get too good, I'ma start
you being
shit.
toxic and see how it's gonna see if you can make it through.
Just because I be needing excitement, but with
that's some sick shit. He over there keying it up. That toxic ass nigga want to get up out of there when it get too real.
That list of shit that she was talking about though, what I will say, I don't think that was what you're talking about.
Okay.
I know what that was. That was on some like. Do y'all remember the movie Two Could Play That Game?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It was some shit like that where that was like strategy,
mental gymnastics.
Where it's
I like that movie
if you too thirsty, that's why she was like, don't answer his calls and don't call him back, because it's like if the phone ring one time, like I used to have a homegirl that would literally
playing
sit
a
there
whole
and look
game
at her phone. Like the phone will ring and we'd be like, your phone ring, and she'd be like, I know.
If
I
y'all
gotta let it ring a couple times before I answer it, and we'd be like, you funny.
If y'all in a relationship and y'all going out,
sometimes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Sometimes, because a lot of times it's again women feel like it's getting boring, or like he's getting over it, so they feel like they want to, or if he gets comfortable, because sometimes when men get comfortable, they don't necessarily act the same, and so a woman feel like, okay, I gotta get him back. How do I do this? Like, let me make him think something's going on so he could do that. I'm personally not a fan of that, because I know how men are. Once y'all get something locked in your mind, we can't shake you up out of it. So if you think in your mind, I got some shit going on, there's nothing I'm going to be able to do for the rest of my life.
Depending on how good that pussy is.
Going to make you think that you doing something. That's even more the reason why you going to think I got some shit going on.
Okay, she probably her shit episode 6.
It's some power.
Welcome
but that's
back
the
with
thing.
the bang, Illa.
Dropping them gems.
Little energy. But a lot of times, like, that's that too. Men know that too, because a lot of y'all know what you got. You know what you got. Yeah. So it's like, but that I don't agree with. Okay. I don't agree with that. I'm never starving a nigga, bro. I might not text you back quickly one time just so I don't feel like I'm being too thirsty. But I'm not starving.
Going all that in depth
is insane.
I'm not starving you. Cooking is one of my love languages. If I cook for you, I fuck with you.
Yeah.
Well, like, that's for real, for real. That's how I'm going to show you I really like you.
I'm going to cook something more than burgers now.
I think that's a good...
Illa cooked for you before?
Has Illa cooked before?
Yeah, she ever cooked for you?
She has not, but I'm willing to taste.
Fair to say episode 6,
Fair to say episode 6. Hello. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's been real. Make sure y'all keep engaging. Is it fair to say? Twitter, Instagram. Leave y'all comments, feedback. We love it. We appreciate it. Stay tuned in.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Bye, guys.